Hey guys, it is Deborah. Today it is all about elbow flexion. And elbow flexion is that movement pattern where we are taking our forearm and we are bringing it close to our upper body. It's honestly a movement pattern we really don't think anything about until we have an injury or a limitation in some sort of way. So if you are just coming out of physical therapy and you're embarking onto long-term care, welcome to Aline Postures. That's exactly what we focus on here. All I ask is that you have gotten the go-ahead from either your occupational or physical therapist to embark onto long-term care. Now, in the way I have designed today's workout for us to practice is we're going to go through some range of motion mobility exercises, and then we're going to do the same exercises adding on weight-bearing resistance from our own body, so there's no weight for this workout, and then we're going to end with some static stretches. So overall, it'll help you increase your mobility in your elbow flexion. All right, guys? So if you're here with me today, go ahead and give yourself in this video a thumbs up. Let's do this. All right, so let's begin by setting ourselves up for some proper alignment. I have said it time and time again that the elbow joint is a secondary joint to the health of your wrist joint and your shoulder joint. So making sure we have proper upper body alignment is really going to help make these moves as effective as they can be for your time. All right, guys, so the way that I like to do that is just begin by exhaling. Feel the softening in your body. Then when you are ready, inhale, lift your shoulders up off of your rib cage and widen across your collarbone. Exhale and draw your inner armpits back and your back ribs on up. So the back ribs are the shelf for your shoulder blades. Both blades are going to be flat on your back. And you should be able to now be nice and wide across the chest, the neck is nice and long, and you should feel pretty upright. You can use your abdominals to help stabilize the rib cage to keep everything knitted in, all right? We are going to take our elbow into flexion. I'll show you from this way. We are going to bring our elbow up into a 90 degree, again keeping that upper body alignment. All we're going to do for these first moves is move our elbow down and up. Down, or I should say our forearm up and down. We're going to do this with our hand facing towards us. Then we're going to do this with our hand in a neutral position, our thumb facing the ceiling. And then we're going to do this with our hand away from us. When we go to move into resistance, we're going to be placing the second hand and creating resistance by pressing the hand into the forearm into the hand, running through those same exercises. All right, so that's going to be the bulk of today's workout. We have 20 seconds per move, so I'll go ahead and start the timer. Get yourself into position. Let's go ahead and begin. We're just going to draw the forearm down and up. Notice if you're feeling any pain. You're not wanting to go beyond your current range of motion. The idea is we're waking up the joint by moving through your own range of motion, and I'm honestly still healing from in a shoulder impingement. Now we're moving into a neutral hand position, thumb to the ceiling. With this, my own shoulder impingement, I do feel some slight variations of pain down my arm as I move through this. So I'm staying within a range of motion that feels good for me today. That doesn't mean I won't continue to improve. Now let's bring the palm away from us. Yeah, beautiful, you got it. Just notice any sensations that are coming up. I feel better in this position. Interesting to note down. Now we're going to pulse. Bring the arm facing again towards us, the palm facing towards us, and we're just going to pulse a little bit faster now. Pulse, pulse. Waking up the joint a little bit more dynamically. I always like to begin my movements with dynamic movements to help bring some energy into the joint. Now we're going to bring the thumb to the ceiling in our neutral hand position. You might feel this activating your muscles a little bit more. This would be more work for the biceps. Keep going. Notice the different sensations in your biceps. Really engage them. And then we'll have our palm facing away, pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. You got it. Keeping that upper body alignment. Wonderful. All right, 10-second break. We're gonna go ahead and place our other hand and create resistance. Like I said, we're gonna do all those same motions again, okay? So begin by pressing, full range of motion. Pressing and resisting. This is gonna be a bit more stronger, more strength for the bicep. So engage, making sure the forearm's pressing into the hand into the forearm, squeeze your bicep muscle, okay? You got it. Feel that sensation. Now thumb to the ceiling, same resistance that we're creating. You're gonna work the arm in a little bit different area. I'm not gonna go through as big a range of motion because I feel a little bit of pinching pain for me when I move into this motion. Clearly a direct result of my shoulder impingement. This feels a bit better for me, so I can go a little bit deeper. So that's what I want you to begin to start recognizing in your own body. We're all different, we're all coming from different injuries, so make sure you honor where you're at today. I don't know about you, but my biceps are already on fire. All right, we're gonna move back to those pulses. So bring the palm facing you again. Resist, resist, resist with your other hand. Shorten range of motion for these pulses, but enough that we're gonna really begin to feel that in the bicep. You got it. All right, I'm gonna move a little bit less range of motion for me because I know my thumb to the ceiling brought me into a little bit more of a pinching pain, and I want to work with my body, not against my body. Whew. This is work. Great job, guys. You're doing amazing. Keep going. Palm away, pulse in, pulse and pulse. Beautiful. We're gonna be moving on to our other side after this. 10-second break. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna be doing the same exercises with our other hand now. Moving through those range of motions to begin. So down and up, palm facing us. Waking up our other elbow. Can you maybe feel a difference between the two sides now that we've woken up one elbow as opposed to the other? And this is my stronger arm in case that it's not injured. Palm facing towards the ceiling. Waking everything on up. Excellent job, guys. Keep going. Down and up and down. Beautiful. All right, palm facing away now. Keeping that upper body alignment. Again, shoulder blades are on your back, lying flat. Chest is wide. Excellent. Now we're going to move into those pulses. Palm facing towards us, pulse, pulse. Squeeze your biceps, engaging them to help you feel how they are responsible for this movement pattern. The three muscles in the upper arm and the bicep region are what is helping us move this elbow in this movement pattern. Thumb to the ceiling, keep going, pulse away. If you can increase your speed in these pulses, please do so, but just be mindful of the condition of your body. You got it. Whew, I'm feeling it. All right, palm away. Starting to feel my body level out a little bit more. Pulse, pulse. Whew. All right, we're gonna go and now create the same resistance with our other hand, forearm into hand into forearm. Get in position, keep your upper body stable. Now we're gonna move into the same range of motion. So using the resistance, the weight of your own body to create your resistance. Yeah, notice the impact now on your bicep. A bit more work for it to do, but we're still safely moving through this movement pattern where you can engage your biceps and your elbow and wake it on up. Ooh, my hand is shaking in this compared to my other side. It's like making a wave. All right, I'm gonna move through a little bit less of a movement pattern so that I can monitor that wave. I don't know if it is something that's just a byproduct of me sitting on one side of my body. We're gonna be moving through, drawing the palm away from us now. You got it. Still with me? All right, now we're going to pulse, pulse. Palm facing us, pulsing. Feeling yourself loosening up a bit more on this side too. I know I am. And we'll do thumb to the ceiling. Yeah, this is interesting how it is waving when I do this side, but also on the other side when I was in neutral position, my body was responding. I do know I have one shoulder higher than the other, which has led to my shoulder impingement. So again, the upper body is all connected. So again, the health of your elbow really is a byproduct of the health of your wrist and your shoulder. So I know for me, with my shoulder injuries and my being prone to shoulder injuries, that I do have range of motion problems with my elbows. All right, we're gonna come down to the mat now. So coming down all the way onto our mat, we're gonna take our same spinal flexion, elbow flexion, and we're gonna draw the thumb to the forehead. If you need to stabilize the tricep with your other hand, that's fine. We're just touching the thumb to the forehead. All right, now we're gonna touch to the chin. This is gonna work slowly into a deeper elbow flexion for our bodies. So notice you might not be able to go through your full range of motion as we go deeper. It's okay, just stay with the one that challenges you. We're gonna go down to our breastbone. Again, flexing all the way down, keeping that thumb, we're keeping the hand in a neutral position, touching the thumb with our breastbone. All right, now we're gonna touch the back of our shoulder. Still with me here? You're doing amazing. Keep going. All right, now we're gonna go on to the other side. Same thing. Make sure you come into your flexion position. Thumb is going to be in a neutral spot, and then we're going to touch our forehead. If you need to, again, stabilize the tricep with your other arm, that's fine. Good stuff, right guys? All right, now we're gonna touch our chin. These range of motion also have a lot to do with the anatomical design of your body. If you have long forearms like I do, it's gonna be a lot differently and then we're gonna touch our breastbone now. It's gonna be a lot different for you than somebody that has a short or forearm distance. All right, but the range of motion is still what we're focusing on here, making sure we can wake up that joint. Now we're gonna touch the back of the shoulder. Excellent. Whew, I'm feeling pretty good, guys, right? This is our final dynamic movement. Now we're just going to hold a stretch for 1 minute. We're gonna do one side and then the other. And what's gonna be challenging about this static stretch is that we're slowly going to guide the skin so that if you need to create more space, which any tight skin is going to be what's not allowing the elbow to bend as much. So if you need to guide your skin a little bit up, pushing it towards the elbow, that's fine. You might continue to still feel your bicep being engaged because it's helping the elbow stay in this position, but we're ultimately just allowing the body to relax. So feel the difference from all of that dynamic work into this static stretch and hold. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, we'll go on to this last side now, last minute. Keeping the thumb in a neutral position, okay? Now this is my shoulder impingement side, so I'm not able to go quite as deep, and I do want to adjust my alignment. Our shoulder blades are still on your back, guys, even though we're lying down. And I'm gonna stop right here because I do feel some pain. I'm gonna try and draw the skin on up around the elbow to create more space. Inhaling for length. Exhaling for release. Now you can most certainly hold these static stretches much longer, but I thought it was a nice ending to all of that mobility work that we just did. Beautiful, almost there. And you can release the arm all the way down. Try not to straighten it right away. We did a lot of flexion work, so going right into extension is not what we want to do. But we'll just inhale, exhale. All right, and let's come all the way on up. We're just gonna take a tricep stretch here, so draw the arm all the way on up, bending at the elbow, drawing the skin closer towards the elbow to help you get deeper into the stretch. Feel the elongation of your muscle. Exhale. We'll release that and take the other side, drawing the skin towards the elbow to help you gain some length in the tricep and more mobility into the elbow flexion. Exhale. Great job. One more inhale for length. Exhale for softening. And we can release the arms on down. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I know if you are with me here today that you are injured, and so I do hope that you found this helpful for your own rehabilitation journey. Let me know in the comments below how you did and how you're feeling, what perhaps you learned from this workout. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm super proud of you for taking ownership of your rehabilitation and that you are here with the Aline Postures community. So if you haven't quite yet, please do subscribe and continue to converse with all the other people in our community. So thank you again so much. I hope you have a great upcoming week, and I will see you next time. Bye.